Right, welcome back to the show. It's me, Johnny Doom, and well, it's Ant, isn't it? And I've got Bad Llama in the studio. Hello, Bad Llama.
Hello.
Interesting name for a band. We'll discuss it later. But yes, so you guys are from Burton on Trent, aren't you? I think one of you is from Birmingham. Is that right?
For my sins, yeah, that's me.
Where are you from?
Chelmsley Wood.
Chelmsley Wood, lovely. But yeah, Burton on Trent, I've got an affiliation with it. I did go to college there when I was probably about 15, 16, and I was punched in the face there once as well, at Burton Technical College. But yeah, is it still just that one line, some bridges, some shops, that kind of thing? Yeah.
Pretty much so.
Anyway, tell us about the band, Bad Llama. First of all, the name, it's interesting. Who came up with it?
I think it was more of a mutual decision, that one. We used to practice at this place in the village that I live in, and it's like a little farm with llamas around it, with like a recording studio bit inside, so we just thought Bad Llama. So this just made sense, but I prefer the way you say it though. You say it properly.
Well, as I always say, a bad llama is much more rock and roll than a good llama, isn't it? But yeah, you just gave me your EP, which is called Shedding Skin. I played a track on my show, didn't I? The Wolf You Feed. Is that what we're going to watch later?
The video.
But yeah, tell us about this EP, and also tell people out there, what they can expect from Bad Llama, really sound-wise. I mean, influences, what kind of stuff moves you to make music?
Well, we have various different influences. We're all into like different styles. But things like you can kind of expect is when you listen to the EP, it doesn't go in a particular direction. Each track is leaves you thinking what's happening next, which is quite fun about it.
So you're a band that like to keep your options open.
Definitely.
Musically.
Don't like to be labelled. Really.
No. I mean, it's not nice being labelled, but I suppose it's nice to give people a ballpark of of where, what drove you to make music more than anything. I can see an Alice in Chains t-shirt. I can see a Korn patch and a Nirvana and Guns N' Roses one. So, but yeah, would you say you've been mainly around the rock scene for?
I mean, obviously we're not like like 1 minute a metal band, then come like jazz band or something like that. But it's all pretty much alternative rock and it's all based around that. But we like to incorporate different things into it, a bit of funk every now and again, or sometimes it'll get really heavy, like to the point it's like got some harsh vocals going on and things like that. But and the EP pretty much represents that. Like there's a few songs on it that are a bit lighter and a bit funkier, and then there's some like the Wolf You Feed that are a bit heavier, a bit more metal based, I suppose.
Well, there's 5 tracks, and obviously people can get hold of it out there. And gigs wise, have you been out much? I mean, is there any scene in Burton, or it's quite a small place, but
Well, it's gone, isn't it?
I think with Burton at the moment, like the scene kind of collapsed, and at the moment, like I'm trying to put together like something again, try and get the ball rolling. We did the first like show of like original music in the town like for a while, and it went down pretty well. And
smaller places can be really good. We always say that on this show. But also, rock clubs come and go, don't they? We've had a few. Every time one shuts down, someone tries to reopen a new one in Birmingham. We've still got some surviving. And getting out to different places as well. Have you been out gigging up and down the country?
We played the O2 Academy 3 a couple of weeks back now, so that was a blast in Birmingham. So should be playing there again in the new year as well.
January 13th.
13th,
it's a Friday night, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Friday the 13th,
but we play the Midlands a lot, like Derby, Nottingham, Birmingham,
Sheffield.
Well, I can't ever remember playing Sheffield.
We played. We did. We played. South Sea Live. I think it was in Sheffield.
Literally just touched Sheffield, just the once.
Well, that's what the gig swap was for the other day. It's like we've got a little route into Sheffield now, Touchwood.
So obviously, nice to break into London and places like that soon. But like to hit the festival scene as well next year.
Well, how long have you been going? I mean, is it something that's been going for a long time? Someone said earlier that it started as kind of an instrumental thing, and then
it was instrumental. I said me and Lewis joined up. How long have we joined for now? What, 2 years?
2 years.
We've been playing music together for like 2 or 3 years now, but there's like the EP and the current music we're playing is Bad Llama as well. It's only really been a thing since early this year. So we've only really recently found our feet with it, really. So, but yeah,
that's what happens really with a band, isn't it? You know, you've got to kind of develop your sound, get some releases out there. Would you say that the Shedding Skin EP as well is a good representation of where you are now?
For so long we were trying to find where our sound was like. One minute we wrote like a really light funk song, and then we'd write something ridiculously heavy, and then we couldn't imitate them both together.
Yeah, it was kind of bringing that coherence back to them.
I mean, there's been diverse, and then there's been polar opposites. So I think with this we finally found what our sound is.
And did you work with someone who was good as well, like production-wise?
We worked with a gentleman called Gavin Monaghan at the Magic Garden Studios.
Right.
Wolves.
He was very humble. We didn't actually find out really who he worked with until we asked him the questions. And we've worked with producers in the past where they've said they've worked with this, they've worked with that, and then when you look at the work that they've supposedly involved in, you can't see it.
I'm sure they embellish a few things.
But then Gav, it was like we asked him, and then he was like, I've worked with this, I've worked with that, and we checked it out, and it matched.
And
it's just been brilliant working with Magic Garden Studios. They really like.
We're already booked in for next year, so we'll be doing that again. So so we'll probably hopefully have another EP out this time next year, sort of thing. So
well, excellent. Keep us posted. We're going to watch a video now. This is for the Wolf View feed, and tell us about this just briefly. I mean, did you just get the band together and film some stuff, or has it got a concept, a theme?
The video or the song itself?
The video.
The video. Well, to be fair, we were talking, weren't we? We just thought that the song itself had this creepy sound to it, like the guitar tones and everything sounded a bit creepy. So we thought maybe make a bit of a horror themed sort of video. It's got quite a dark meaning to the song and everything. So we thought just go for something a bit dark looking. So did it on a shoestring really, but
well, you got to sometimes.
We did it 6 o'clock in the morning. I hadn't had any sleep.
Well, guys, thanks for coming in. Like I said, keep us posted on anything new. And here are Bad Llama right now on Amped with the Wolf View feed.
So it seems, trapped inside your head, that heavy breathing in your dreams. I've been waiting for this so long. 2 a.m. arouse your ghost to sport you're out of place, rocking you to sleep with tears all down your bloodshot face. Have all minds and alright. Away from me, try to leave you better now, bringing anxiety. Now we're singing the same old song. I'm life and death and everything you see between. Spirit bottles and that fistful of